Okay, welcome everyone back to yet another and the final Heroscape opening of this kind of wave 2. Again, there's they're just called their own separate things within the Rising Tide wave, the final Rising Tide wave opening. So, got a little bit of a special kind of a thing for you here. Not only, of course, do we have the Hellforge Mandukor, but we also have this, if you had a certain order, you know, total and all that good stuff. So, major Q11, so that's cool. I always like more robots, and especially when they continue the line, like, you know, Deathwalker, 7, 8,000, 9,000, that sort of thing. That's pretty cool. So, this is the Hellforge Mandukor. I'll be honest with you, these particular figures are probably the ones that grew most on me, like the Viscount and all that. On paper, I don't think I was really too crazy about them, and even on this one actually almost looked like it was kind of opened a bit, but still sealed. Was it resealed? Oh no, your favorite side, of course. And even in the pictures, I wasn't a big fan of these, but in person, these ones grew on me a lot. So I'm excited for this set because of that. I like that kind of Mad Maxian sort of, you know, aesthetic. And here we go. Here we go. Again, the Wave 1 seems to have all that shrink wrap. This one does not. All these Rising Tide have just the single sealant. So we'll see how this one looks. Okay, I'll be honest with you. It looks a little smaller than I thought it would be. It slips right on out. Nonetheless, that is a good looking model. It's a nice big single base. As I say, 2025 Hasbro. Cool. Some nice clear pictures here. Yep, some pretty good survivability there. It's not going to just give way. It has some good resiliency. Of course, you have this in the center. I guess that's the head, whatever really tiny is. So that's pretty cool. Let's see if we can get a size, a Crixus. So I would guess I'm going to see which. Anyway, okay. I'm not a 5-year-old. Oh, let's see now. Let's compare size. Okay, so he's definitely not near the height of a Nilfium. Let's see if we can get like a Krug here. Everyone's favorite character, mine included. He's definitely taller than Krug. And Krug is a very, very small, huge 8 in terms of the height. So I would say this is a solid 9. Maybe a 10 if you wanted to push it. I always guess the heights. Guess the height. I should do that as like a series or something. That's a pretty cool sculpt. I'm not as impressed as the Viscount. That one was, oh my goodness. So take a look at that video. There's going to be a playlist up here at the end. Take a look at that opening. That was, that Viscount's one of my favorite. But this is still pretty cool. I like this. Let's take a look at the front first. You know, the throwaway part that people don't care about. Nox Dorma. Fairly nice. Revna. And we have the back. Okay, yep, he's a huge 9. Hellforge Mandukor, Blast Furnace, Feed the Forge, and Eisnick Advance. Survivability is decent. This thing is very slow. It's actually, I think, the slowest huge. It's also a single base. I guess there are no, in the OG Heroscape, there's no single base huges that I can think off the top of my mind. The closest would be a Deathwalker, 9,000, but he's not huge. He's a large. He's a large 7. He has a larger base than the other single bases, but I don't think there's any huges. And when I say OG Heroscape, I'm talking about, like, you know, pre-Wizards of the Coast. Oh yeah, I went there. No, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. Yeah. So that's cool. Now we have the special, we're going to put that to the side, we have the special Major Q11. So the Major Q's are my favorite, I'll be honest with you. Looking at this one, he doesn't stack up to the rest, but let's open it and find out. Oh yeah. Okay, well, it's just him on every side. So Let's take a look at the sculpt. The sculpt is interesting. It looks very powerful because you got a lot of mix between like melee and ranged. It's not like the others where they're mostly looking like ranged. So that's pretty cool. I'm actually kind of reading the up there. I never should read this over here. So here we go. We're gonna open it, and again, this I believe you receive this if you reach a certain order minimum. Was it like over $200? I don't remember. Not to mention that they've increased the price on everything, so I mean, by the time you're watching this video, they've already would have increased the price. But okay, let's turn it like this. Okay, interesting. That's pretty cool. I'll be honest with you, that's pretty cool. Let me see if I can get to focus in. Yep, there we go. Focusing on the back. Yeah. So rocket up there. Got some, looks like rocket launches here. Got a hammer here. I don't know if these are lasers or something. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think the legs maybe leave a little bit to be desired. There could be more maybe weaponry right there, considering that this thing's like an all-out machine. But overall, I like this design. It's pretty good. I have to like literally set it next to the other major Qs, but I like it. I like it. I actually don't have a major X17. Let me compare size. So, oh, this guy's big. Yeah, I thought so when I took him out. He is okay. So I have to see what counts as. Like if this counts up here, but if you're just talking about this, he's a good thing taller. I would say a 9, maybe a 10 if you're really pushing it, but I'd say a 9. And if you include this up here, he's probably hitting a 10. Let me see if I can bring out this guy. This is a pretty similar height. Yeah, this guy's huge. Yeah, so yeah, they're like the exact same height-ish, more or less, if you don't include the rocket and this other weaponry on the top. So let's see. He is a large 7. No way. Where are you measuring from? Do I have any large 7s here? Oh, I do. I do. My goodness, where are you measuring from? Is this scandalous? The hit zone is all the way up here. Okay, so it's not those two, so that's not making it as scandalous as it could be. But I'm not dreaming, right? Deathwalker 9,000, excuse me, is a large 7. This guy's a full tile and a half taller, at least. Let me just focus. That's crazy. This reminds me of that Undertaker meme, where it's like there's a guy in front, a wrestler in front, and the Undertaker's behind him. Wow, that's crazy. That is. I'm gonna have to look that up. That's a huge height discrepancy. They are not the same height. They are not anywhere close. Cool. I didn't know I had Deathwalker 9,000 here with me. Most of my Heroscape collection, for those of you that aren't aware, is in a different location. Miles and miles away from here. Okay, so here we go. Major Q11. Yep, 5, 8, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7, 8. Just got them all mixed up. Okay, and here we go. Oh, that's a lot of attack for... Oh, he doesn't have range. Oh, okay. So he has a special attack that can get range. Fighter's Hammer. I'm going to have to read through these. He's a Soulborg. He's a major. He is resolute. He is absolutely not a large 7. Oh my goodness. And yeah, I guess that's going to help him, though, in terms of at least not being adjacent to him. Not going to help for moving down. Whatever. It's going to have its positives and negatives, but that anyway. Yeah. That's a lot of attack. That's a lot of defense. Typical majors. Maybe a little lower on the defense than, you know, his huge, girthful, more girthy than this size would indicate. But, you know, 4 life, very typical, rather than, except for Major X17, which I do not have, and he was melee. So, It's pretty cool. I like him. I think he'll fit in. He oh, he has the smoke even from here. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Again, I'm not a fan of this. I wish they would have the figure, the painted figure. Then that way they could advertise. They could advertise the paint job, as opposed to something like this where it's just like, you know, what's going on. So, anywho, okay, so that's pretty cool. I always like the robots, so that's pretty exciting. The Major and the Mandukor. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. That is going to conclude the Rising Tide. This actually doesn't have the set on it, but yeah, the Rising Tide set. There are a few more, I think mostly terrain, which I'm not going to necessarily do an opening for. There's a new wave coming out. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of everything, so there will be a few more openings for that next wave, but not everything. Not everything. Not as much as this wave, certainly. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully, Heroscape keeps coming out with good stuff. I'm excited. Obviously, Avalon Hill. These are all carryovers, and there'll still be some more carryover yet going into August this year. It's the projected release date for the next set, but we'll see what Renegade can do. They've come out with a few designs, and we'll see. We will see how they go. I'm curious to see where Heroscape goes, what direction it takes. So, exciting times. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Check out the rest of the openings up here again. And we will see you in the next one. Take care.